Yo, what up? It's Daddy Moses. What up? And this video is about the time my mom found out I smoked weed. Okay, so this is when I was about 16, man. 16, homecoming game night.
Riverwood.
Okay, now it was me, a friend named Dion, a guy from my neighborhood named Polo, and my friend Lo. Alright? Now we had all just put our money together because we wanted to split eighth. Well, Dion never had any money ever. I don't know what he was going through, but he just never had any money. So it was me, Lo, and Polo, right? So we were all gonna, put something on, like a blunt or something, right? Get a quick little eighth of some gas. Right? This is some super special, like it's AK-47 or skunk or something like that. Purple Kush, something like that. But the weed man didn't show up until like the third quarter. So this whole time, fiending, like drinking a little alcohol. I think somebody had brought some beers or something like that. So I'm like, man, I hope we get this bud, man. We finally, I want to say 30 minutes before the game ended, finally got the bud. But guess what? The guy that was gonna roll, that had the blunts, left. I didn't have blunts. Lo didn't have blunts. Polo didn't have blunts. Dion didn't have blunts. So I'm just walking around the parking lot, and something shiny caught my eye, man, in a pickup truck, and you guessed it. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell, as you were, Aaron Moses. It was a Coca-Cola can, so I hopped in the pickup truck, got the Coca-Cola can, we had a knife, and we made a little pipe, and got it popping, right? So my mom picks me and Polo up, drops him off, and then we get in the house. And my mom has allergy trouble and is Georgia. She has asthma, so she couldn't smell the loudness of the loud coming off, reeking off my clothes. Plus, I had the loud in my pocket. Lucky enough, right? So I can't remember what I was doing, bro. She called me in her room to ask me something. And I already looked in the mirror. It's nighttime, of course, so I never actually looked at her. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh my God. My eyes are bloodshot red, they're low, and they're silver, and I am obviously very high. So what I did was, when she called me, I was like, wait, I gotta go in the bathroom, okay? So I was taught a little trick. What? As long as you cross your arms and stand a certain way and just try to look mad as possible, then you don't look high. Just you cross your arms and like dig into your ribs, because that pain will remind you how mad you really are not. Right? You gotta keep staying character. Right? So I went in my mom's room. She was like, what's wrong? And I was like, man, I'm mad, Mom. And she was like, oh, what you mad about? I was like, the team lost. They actually did. I'm just mad. And I'm a teenager, too. I'm broke. I'm black. This is the South. I'm just mad at everything right now. I'm just mad. Right? And she was talking to me, and I'm starting zoning now, and I'm thinking, I probably don't look that mad. I probably look like I'm high right now. And I was like, I don't mean to cut you off, Mom. I need to use the bathroom right now. So I go in there, go in the bathroom, and I got her eye drops. Put the eye drops in there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pretend like I'm using it, right? Number 2, open the window and everything, right? Smart. And then I flush the toilet, and what do I do? What does everybody do to give the illusion that they've used the restroom? Spray a little bit of air freshener, right? But what happened to me? I attempted to spray the air freshener, but I sprayed it in my own face like a dummy. Now this was no regular air freshener. I don't know what kind of stuff they put in this, but it was burning my eyes. Bro, it burnt my gums. And it like, I inhaled it in my nose a little. Bro, this is like some industrial strength. And it wasn't even like normal, like a, you know how it just, like a normal aerosol. Yeah. This was like cooking spray air freshener, bro. So it came out like in a mist, right? So it was like a lot of solution, whatever, air freshener in my face. And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, and then I came out the bathroom and closed the door. And she kept talking to me, but at this point, man, I was already like upset that I sprayed air freshener in my face. I drank some water to get that taste out of my mouth, and it didn't work at all. Cause this is like oil based. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. So she was talking to me, and she was like, "Why are you tearing up, and why is your face a little red?" And what did I say? I accidentally sprayed myself in the face with air freshener. And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she paused and she looked at me and she was like, Aaron. And I was like, huh? And she was like, "Are you high? And I was like, right now? Stupid. And she was like, "Are you high?" And I just looked at her, and I just looked down, and I looked away, and I was thinking to myself, yes, it's time. It's time that she know. And I was like, yes, Mom. I'm incredibly high right now. She was like, she started asking me all these questions, and she was like, "That little boy, Demario, Polo, was he high? Did you smoke with him?" And I was like, no, he's a freshman. Freshmen don't smoke weed. And she was like, does Skylar smoke weed? And I was like, does Skylar smoke what? Skylar's on the football team, Mom. And he's in band? No, he doesn't smoke weed. What? Why would you? No. I know Craig ass smoke weed. He's a little retarded looking ass. And I was like, Mom, look, don't talk about my friends. She said that. What? I said, how long have you been smoking weed? And I was like, my mom she can be a sweetheart when she wants to. She's pretty. I think my mom's bipolar. I think she has multiple personality disorder. She does. Dissociative identity disorder, something. Because she could be very rough and just tough and like hard. Yes. And at other times, she's like this, you know, all sensitive and feminine and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know what, Mom? I've only been smoking for like 3 months. But I've been smoking since I was like a freshman. She was like, she started just thinking about life. And then she was like, have you ever done or hair? And I was like, what? No. And she was like, what? I don't know. I didn't even know you smoke weed. You could be doing all kind of drugs. And I was like, no, I don't do any of those. And she was like, pull up your sleeve. Let me see your arms. And I was like, you want to see what do you want to see my arms for? And she was like, come here and let me see your arms. And I pulled up my sleeve and she was like, okay, what's this? I was like, mosquito bite, man. I scratched it, it's a scar. She was like, all right, does your dad know you smoke weed? And I was like, yeah, he does. And she was like, what? What did he tell me? And because you're acting like this. Exactly. Because you're acting like this. Dramatic. And nobody wants to deal with this. That's why I've been hiding it so well for 2 years. I haven't been eating up all the munchies. I buy McDonald's in abundance. I buy my own groceries and munchies before I go to school. And you never knew, right? Okay then, because I didn't want this. Because now I'm gonna have to tiptoe and you're gonna be inspecting me and all kind of stuff. So, yes. And she was like, okay. Go in your room. I was like, what? Go in my room? What, you gonna put me on punishment for smoking weed? I'm about to go outside and smoke a cigarette, Newport. Yeah. And then, that's it. That's what happened when my mom found out I started smoking weed. Well, That's when she found out that I was smoking weed. But yeah, man. Peace.